Hey guys, so today I have a Kenmore direct drive washer and I've got it loaded down here with a pretty heavy towels load, and it's getting started filling up with water. I always do these videos just as if you were standing here yourself checking it out. That way you know when you get it home, plug it in, everything's going to be good to go. We're both on the same page with the machine working perfectly. I've got it set to a large load, cold water. Of course you have a warm option and a hot water option. You can hear it switching between those valves there. It uses both valves there and just one or the other here. And then this is going to determine how much water it uses. So this is going to be full submersion on those towels. And I've got it set to heavy duty. So it's got the center agitator, and that's going to agitate for a while before it switches over and drains, fills back up to rinse, drains again, and then does the final spin. And so I'll show you that the drain's working properly, that the final spin cycle is nice, fast, smooth. All things you'd look for, like I said, as if you were standing here testing it out. Want to make sure it's all looking and sounding great. So of course I also double check, triple check for leaks, make sure there's absolutely no water leaking out anywhere. All that stuff gets checked before I go through this final load here to show you that it's all working great. So we'll let it fill up and I will come back as soon as it's full of water and chugging away with the agitator. All right, we're back. Here's where we're at in the cycle. Just started agitating. You see it's getting started. Moving those clothes around, it vortexes them in, down along those fins, along the fins on the bottom, and pushes them back up the side. And they do that motion there. You see the agitator correctly moving clockwise. Little tip here, if you can reach into your washing machine and grab this and spin it freely in both directions, then your agitator's not actually working. You wouldn't hear the kick noise that you hear now, and it wouldn't be moving at all. So in actuality, your clothes wouldn't be getting clean. So it's a very important thing to check on these machines, these direct drive machines. However, when working correctly, it does a really good job getting those clothes clean as it moves through the entire wash cycle. So one thing to note on this machine here, the lid switch is bypassed. It's professionally bypassed. That way you can add clothes as you go. You can lift this up at any point in time. It's not going to shut the machine down. So something to note, you know, if you have little kids, this may not be the machine for you. If you don't have little kids or anything like that to worry about, really doesn't matter. Just obviously don't go opening this up and sticking your arm down in there. So just wanted to note it because it's the only thing about this that has been slightly changed. Came in that way and I just verified and made sure that it was good to go and professionally bypassed, and it was. So good to go. All right, we moved over into the drain cycle. You can hear it draining that water out nice and fast, hopefully. Heat's going off above me, I apologize about that. But you can hear it's nice and quiet, running that water out. Now once it's done running the water out, it'll switch over and then spin to extract that dirty water. And then it'll fill up with fresh water for the rinse cycle and agitate for a bit. Then it'll drain once again and we'll be on to the final spin cycle after the rinse cycle. So I'll let that go ahead and spin out, fill back up, then we'll be on to the final spin. And just go ahead and show you that still spinning out now, switched over to spinning on the rinse cycle, so it hasn't filled back up yet. But just wanted to show you that first spin. It sounds great and a smooth operation. Now the actual final spin cycle will probably be a little bit faster, but I'll show that to you next. And from here, we'll fill up with water for the rinse cycle. All right, we are agitating in the rinse portion now. So getting close to being done here. All right, moving out of the rinse cycle. Just draining that water out once again, nice and fast. And I'm gonna let it finish the draining portion, then we'll come back as it spins out and show you that once again, spinning nice and fast. Okay, we're up to full speed, and like I said, the lid switch is bypassed, so we can lift this up here and see that it's spinning nice and fast. Nice smooth operation, nice balanced. It's good to go. All right, we are pairing this washer up with an Admiral electric dryer, and I've got it running now time dry, which is its high heat setting. You've got the lint trap here on top. You want to make sure that gets changed out before every single load. You push the start button here. So if we turn it off, you hit start. That's how it starts up. I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. Like I said, once again, you want to know everything on this works perfect. And as you can see in here, it sounds great. It's nice tumbling. Now with my IR gun here, it's going to tell me the temperature whatever I shoot those two red dots on. So it's about 66 degrees on the top of the dryer. If I shine it on the concrete floor, it's a little colder down there. So we'll go ahead and open this. You can see the clothes are tumbling like they're supposed to. Right inside the heating element tube. There's plenty of heat coming out of that tube right there, and that in turn is going to heat the inside of your dryer up anywhere from about 95 all the way up to 195. Just depends on how long it's been running, how dry the clothes are, all that. But the heat's going to circulate and then exit there, which is where the lint trap catches it. It goes down out the back of your dryer and through the ventilation system in your house. That's how the dryer works there. So close that up. I'm going to let this last load finish up here, and we'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks. You guys have a great day.